Hi there. Thank you for joining this episode of the Weekly Send. The Weekly Send is powered by Founded Technologies, a technology partner in your nonprofit's mission. Achieve your goals through solutions built for nonprofits and dedicated to your success. And by 1832 Communications, working with your nonprofit to help you build more relationships and raise more money. Today, we're going to look at a Giving Tuesday email from Make-A-Wish. We'll start with the subject line. Forward, I want to make sure you didn't miss this. Now, that's not bad. Subject line gets me with that FOMO feel, which is good, but you can't use it more than, let's say, once in a given campaign, because at some point I'll just be like, if you keep telling me that, I'll skip one. I'll go, all right, I'll see it later. So use it to build curiosity, but careful with how often you use it. It comes from Kristen, and I see here that she's the director of mission advancement at Make-A-Wish America, so that's good. But then the email where it's from is a generic email, and the reply to is just a lot of numbers and letters. It's code. They could do much better if they want to create a one-to-one communications feel. Have it come from Kristen and have the reply to also be Kristen's email address. In terms of the email, hi Ephraim, so it's personalized. I like that. It's from Kristen directly to me. I wanted to send a quick note to make sure you didn't miss this message earlier. Today is Giving Tuesday, the most important day of the year to make a meaningful difference for children with critical illnesses. I have a big problem with the words the most important day of the year. It's not true. Every day of the year for Make-A-Wish is a day to make a meaningful difference for children with critical illnesses. And Giving Tuesday comes literally the day before they're going to start their end of year fundraising campaign, which is their biggest fundraising campaign of the year. So don't tell me this is the most important day, because the holiday season is just as important. And there are other days during the year also that are important. So I wouldn't call Giving Tuesday the most important day of the year. Be careful with the type of language you use in your emails so that you don't get a little bit of skepticism from subscribers who are reading it. In terms of the email, they had emailed me at 5:03 a.m. And this was a reminder email of that email to make sure I had seen it and to get me to donate. I love this GIF that they use here in this email. It's the story of one with each slide, as it were. Tells me about a kid, Colby, who's 8 and has leukemia. This is Tiago, age 7. And they show me a quick story. And what they're asking me to do is triple my impact. And so I go down here to read more. When you gift today through the Giving Tuesday 100 Wish Challenge, your gift will go 3 times as far for Waiting Wish kids. That means 3 times the strength, the hope, the impact, the smiles. This is great, actually. However, it's not clear to me what the offer is. 3 times what? If I give $100, does that mean it's going to be matched and $300 will go to Make-A-Wish? If I give money, will it help 3 times as many kids to get their wish fulfilled? I don't know. You're telling me X. If I do X, then be very clear with your offer as to what Y is, what the impact is, or what's going to happen, who will be affected. They're not doing that. And so it's a little bit confusing for subscribers. You need to be careful to avoid that. In terms of the mobile version of the email, it's fine. Plenty of white space. The GIF of the pictures definitely stands out. Easy to skim, easy to read. The CTA button, triple your impact, definitely stands out down here. Grant Waiting Wishes also stands out. And here, what they're asking me to do, that means 3 times the strength, impact, hope, smiles, stands out. This is bolded, what they're asking me to do. So it all stands out. It's all spaced easily for people who just want to scan and skim. Good mobile version of this email. So let's go to the landing page, the donation page that they wanted me to go to. Here's Colby, who was in that GIF in the email. So they've connected the email to the donation page. Excellent. And they've got a hero image at the top of their donation page. Perfect. Over here, they use the same type of language they use in the email, which still confuses me. Your gift today will go 3 times as far. Still doesn't explain to me what that means. But I want to point out one specific thing here. You'll notice that the donation amounts, 75, 125, and 500, go from low to high. If you remember, Barbara O'Reilly, a bunch of episodes ago, told us to anchor it just the opposite, high to low. 500 should be over here. But right underneath it, I'd like to donate an additional $625 to cover processing fees. I'm a big fan of putting that on your online donation page. Do it, except for one problem. The checkbox here, they've already checked it for me. You want it to be what's called opt-in, an empty box like they do down here, and make this an honor memorial gift. Let me take a positive action and decide I want to check it. Here, they're forcing me to consider a negative action and uncheck it, which is not what you want. On every form on your website, every landing page, every form, whether it's download, volunteer, donate, register, sign up, whatever it is, always, always, always opt in with all your checkboxes. So takeaways from today's episode. 1, don't turn Giving Tuesday into something it isn't. Number 2, make sure your offer is crystal clear. Ask me to do X, so I'll see Y impact or why people will be affected. And number 3, with your landing pages and your checkboxes, always make sure it's opt in. Let me take a positive action. Click, check that box so I can do something and help your organization. Thank you for watching this episode of the Weekly Send, where we help your nonprofit boost your email fundraising and marketing. We'll see you next episode.